Welcome Citywars to a new dev blog video.
Hello.
So this week we have been working on the new shader. Shader, is that a good word?
Yes, we worked a lot on the shaders recently. We worked on the grass. Grass is a lot more generated and more flexible for us. We don't have to put a new material on every different tile. They all automatically change color.
Automatically, because before we had to place like 100 grass different with different color and different form and different everything, so it was
you can
pain.
go to creative and show the grass.
Yeah, I can creative. There you go. Let me close this.
No, not the materials.
Materials.
Brush.
Yes. I'm a bit tired. So.
Grass.
So, as you can see now, before just to show you, before I had to use different material to create different color.
Yes, it was a lot a tedious process and a lot of work, but it was pretty cool. But now it's another thing. You can only paint over and it automatically.
Yeah, and what it's more interesting about the system is that the color that you see right now, you can just add how can you a tint?
Tint. You can add a tint to the blocks, so you have every colors available. We don't have to make a new block every time we want a new color like pink or orange or red. Every colors is available through the shadow.
So when you guys will create your city inside the game, you will just be able to select or create your own tint of color, so you can change everything. And the tree, the grass and the vine and all the detail that use the color each have their own palette of color. So you guys will have a lot of liberty on the look of your map.
All the vegetation and the decor will be like that. So
probably next week, if you have the chance to finish everything, I'm going to show you a map with a 10 color of a rainbow and a lot of cool detail. So let's pray that everything is ready. Let me just remove creative before I destroy everything. We also have a new shader for the water. I'm still stuck with the goddamn tree there. So, new shader for the water, as you can see.
It's a lot more flexible than before. We can adjust the color any way you want. So
I'll show you. Just right there. So exactly like the grass system, when you will have your city, you will be able to configure the color of the water. You'll be able to add the tint that you want inside them. Let me return in the game.
So in one map you can have volcanoes and lava pools, and they will all be seamless. So you will be able to customize the color of your water in every map. Next thing we upgraded is the see-through. So when you move near a tree, you can now see your character through it. So it's a lot better than zooming in, since when the game zoomed, it was in some forests it was not good to use the system. So
we had put some kind of recast system that when the camera was in front of the object, it was zoom, so it was looking like that, and then it was returning. So
inside a forest with a lot of trees, it was
it was like that.
It was a little bit annoying. So now you can see through the tree, so it will be a lot better for the forest and other stuff.
Yeah, and we are going to add a lot more object slowly, step by step, with this new shader. So when you will move in a closest city or anything, you will see true objects. So.
Yes, that will be perfect.
So let's show them our new little friend.
Yes,
we added the new NPC. So as you can see here, we worked a lot on the... Oh no, I killed him. So we worked a lot on the NPC to make them a little bit more functional. We have broken them since all the last updates.
The smoke trails you see is the pathfinding they are working on. So it's in dev mode, so in the game you won't see the smoke trails, but it's the pathfinding calculating and compiling itself, so we can see where the NPCs are going. So they are in dev mode. So now we add the new models for the NPCs, so we'll be able to have snakes and other monsters, as well as humans as enemies. So it's coming, and like you can see, the guard is protecting the snake, is protecting the lumberjack against the snake. The snake only gonna go attack, and if he succeeds to kill the guard, he will go on and try to kill the lumberjack.
Yeah, because one thing that we should explain is that on Citywars, nothing can be created. So when I kill an NPC, the NPC won't spawn any gold or anything. So just by example, if I kill this NPC right there, let me try to get here. As you can see, she will drop. Let me get here. Okay, she will drop an axe. Axe, sorry. So as you can see, she has the tool, but in the game, the NPC won't spawn with the tool, so she have to craft it by herself. So by example, she will go take some stone and then return to the manufactory to get the weapon, and she will craft it by her own. So this is a lot of programming to get every NPC do their task, but I think it will add a lot of gameplay and a lot of cool animation in the map, or
yes, it will be a lot more living, and it will be a lot more dynamic. It will be more realistic, and we hope it's gonna be a lot of fun of setting your own NPCs so they can collect the raw materials so you can craft them later on.
Just let me show you the blueprint. I'm just going to get up before I die. So so this is the blueprint of the snake. We made a lot of tests, so all these sections are not used at the moment, but if you go here, let's transform the snake into some kind of pet. Okay, I'm going to just disconnect the... Can I unconnect it? No. We changed the version recently, so we still have some few little problems. But what should I use? Let's try the... Sorry, I didn't have any ID. Follow entity. I have to get my entity finder. So I'm going to find myself in the game. So when the snake starts inside the game, he's going to find an entity. He will use the entity finder. So let me take this there. Okay. We are the human, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to search a human in the radius of 10 blocks. And if he succeeds, he will follow the entity. And now I'm connecting the entity there. Okay. At a minimum distance of 2 blocks and a maximum distance of 10 blocks. Okay. We won't do a lot of fancy things, so I'm going to keep it simple, but just to show you how the system works. Shortcut, yeah, maybe return to the beginning. There we go. So I'm going to use a shortcut attack. Oh, I can have 2 of them. So I'm going to connect all the arrival and fail. When you program your NPC, you can add some security. So if by example the NPC is not able to find someone or do something, you can teach them to do something else. So, but in the case I just want to show you, you can follow you and you can program them the way you want. So I'm just going to connect them. Shortcut out. Oh yes, you will. There you go. So when you start, search for an entity that is a human. Let's pray that it won't follow the other because I won't be able to show you. But then he will follow the entity that he found, and is going to take the shortcut V2, return to attack 2, and restart again. So it won't do a lot, but just to show you that you can really customize your NPC.
So manager
reload 45. Let's go for 45. Awesome, thank you. So there you go. So I'm going to kill him, so he won't be next the NPC. Just die, little snake. Just die. There you go. So here's my new pet. Oh, why is still attacking me?
Because you still have an entity damage.
Oh, I write in. Oh, sorry. Oh, if I reloaded, it won't be here.
Yes, you're right. Manager reload 45.
So there you go. And as you can see now, I have my little pet snake. So when you're inside a game, you can just configure your own NPC. So if you want to have a friendly NPC that will follow you everywhere, you can just custom them the way that you want.
You will even be able to guard you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You will be able to have guards to protect you.
So by example, inside the code here, I can add inside my entity finder, if he's not my friend or the ally of my clan, you can just like go attack him. So the snake is going to follow you everywhere, but if the guys that get near you is not a friend, so your snake is going to attack him. You can if you have an NPC that has some healing potion or anything, this NPC can heal you. You can program it to do some cool really stuff. So I think this is all for the week.
Yes, for this week's update, that's about it. So we are progressing very much on everything, and we hope to be able to show you more very soon about the game.
Yeah. Next week we should have some new map. So this will be pretty exciting to present.
We made a lot of new tools for us recently to be able to finish and make the game more editable to our needs.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, and have a nice weekend. So.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.